Morning, everyone. How are we?
All good, you?
Yeah, excellent, thanks.
Good.
Morning, Hayden.
Morning. Alrighty. So we'll let more people pile into the room. I was meant to get the stream started, and I didn't actually push the send button. So, anyway. How was New York session yesterday? You guys do alright?
Missed the entry for me, but I think the others did well.
Mm-hmm. Really took off after FOMC meeting minutes for the indices. Really took off. Gold had a few, like, look at these spikes. Spikes down, spikes down, spikes down, and then it finally pushed. But there was nice range in it. Nice range. Yeah, pretty good. Been on this tear with this war news. Keep this information under your, like, tucked somewhere safe, so that next time, there's definitely always going to be a next time. You buy gold. Alrighty, so here we are for German. We've got CPI later on. That's going to affect things for New York session. Not so much today. We've got pound GDP came out as expected. So then all other news coming from pound or yellow folder was subpar. Yeah, so that's it. No other actual scheduled news for this session except for the unexpected. So be prepared for the unexpected. What about financial juice? They've got... they're calling Bank of England credit condition survey. It's a survey, but they're saying that this is red, a little red dot. Forex Factory's got it as nothing. What about anything that's flashing red?
Go Hayden, go guys.
Hey Chris, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Okay. A little read of the the Europe market wrap. This is the Asian wrap, not the Europe market wrap. Got a little typo here. Alright, Asian stocks. Some stuff coming out of China, like this another chairman of a Chinese real estate company about to get arrested. Same as the guy from
out the back blocks and bullet in the back of the head, no doubt.
Yeah. It's
Poor
like
bugger.
a farm, like a dog on the farm, hey, and it breaks his leg.
Exactly.
All right. That's about nothing really going on. Just the unexpected dramas that we'll get every day. Morning, Ellen. Okay, so we've got some interesting zones left. So we had after this candle right here. Let me just move my camera because it's kind of covering my. This candle here opened at 7 p.m. UK time, which was more or less when the meeting minutes from the last Fed interest rate decision came out, and they were talking about how things are definitely getting weaker. Things are definitely their labour market's loosening. That the economy's starting to become a little bit more responsive to the interest rate hikes. So basically, they were saying that they're going to adopt the wait and see approach, which is what they discussed in the meeting. But now they get the meeting minutes coming out. Since that came out, we saw gold. Not gold. I'll keep you saying gold. Where's my pen? Oh. Morning, Marin. Morning, Daniel, Alan, Garinda. How are you? There we go. Here's the dodgy zoom pen now. So we've got. This is basically when it came out. Okay, so no wick candle on the 30 minutes, on the 45 minutes. There's ones in here on the 15 minutes, of course, as well. And as it just pushed straight up, just absorbed anything. That any 4 hour resistances that were created far to the left about 2-3 weeks ago, that's been pushed through. Now we're at another zone, another 4 hour zone right up here. So, I've got no reason to not be bullish. Bit of bummed that I didn't capitalize on this move up. It is what it is. So, but today, now, based on the daily time frame, we've been looking for longs, and we haven't always, not every session, been looking for longs, but we've been looking for long. I've had a bullish bias on going long because of these two candles here, these two liquidity wicks, pushing price up, and these to go up to an area of resistance. So that resistance, the first level of resistance that I was thinking that we would find some resistance, was this area right over here. This was that 6 hour resistance formed. We didn't have much trouble passing through that. It pushed up to it, just set it a little bit, grabbed more liquidity, and then started breaking into it. Now we've got another zone. So maybe this one will hold. So I'm cautious to buy into that. Or without doing a liquidity grab, because we've got so much liquidity left behind. Just so much left behind inside of here that I would love to see a pullback first. Would absolutely love to see a pullback before we can start to push up into this. Other areas that I've got my eye on, we're 17 minutes to the open. Other areas I've got my eye on, over to the left here. Let me just cut some data out, because we're focused right now on pois and zois in this area right over here. Okay, so we've got the 6 hour resistance, we've got the 6 hour liquidity candle. So the key areas that we're going to be looking at for this one is obviously where price is right now, approaching this 540 level. Gosh, 540 level. Then we've got the midpoint of this wick. Let me just adjust this a little bit now because I've zoomed in. The midpoint, which is going to be 1554. And then we've got the high point, of course, at 15572. Dropping down to the 4 hour, this is the same candle. Okay, same candle. We've got a line across here. This line is just one of those little sensitive lines that I like to draw. So where we've got multiple wicks here. We've got multiple candles sort of touching and opening around that area. We've got another wick rejection here. And so we might push up into this area and then just be enough to form a reaction, a tradable reaction that we could look at. So I've got my eye on this, and I've just titled that line as sensitive area, because I don't really have any other word for it. Dropping down to the 3 hour. 3 hour, we have this is the second candle that's forming that resistance area, that zone. Okay, because it's such a large zone, I don't want to draw like a red box. So what you may notice is that I've got a very light gray rectangle over this area, so it just doesn't clog my vision too much, but just so I'm aware of it. Then of course I've got the wick rejection wick. Then I've got the two little areas inside of here that I've flagged for some reason. I called it resistance zone. Oh, thanks Glenn, appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Give it a like, guys. Give it a like, please. Give it a sub. Give it a share amongst your friends. All right, now we've got the next red zone above here, and this is just a area that was support and raw resistance in the past. There's a bit of a thicker area, so you can see we've got like when it's like this, when there's no real clear wicks, it just means that we've had wicks poking into it from below and poking into it from above as well. And it's an area that haven't got a whole lot actually closing inside, so it's sort of sitting on top of here. I pointed this out a while ago, where like it's either clusters inside or sort of pokes the top and bottom of it. We get sensitive reactions at these areas. Okay, so all across from 6 months ago, 6-7 months ago, it seems to be a bit of a magnet for price. Okay, so makes sense that we can push up into that zone and then see if we find more reactions. Last thing we have here is, I think, on the 2 hour. The 2 hour, we've got a liquidity candle, another one, just above this price. Okay, so if this fails to hold, or this fails to hold, or this fails to hold, we know that markets like to do... Oh man, this Zoom stuff sucks. Okay. We know markets like to do that. Can't keep on going up forever without having some pullback. So all these areas could be ones that we have those little reactions from. And then last thing in this area is I really like what's happening at the top of that 2 hour zone inside of here. So is it on the 45 or the 30? Maybe it's a 15 even. Yeah, I think it's present on all of them, but where we've got just these like little triple wick rejection kind of things. I've just got a little rectangle around that because I quite like that little pool. I haven't gone up into this area too much in too much detail, just because that's how many pips away? 130 odd pips away. So we'll approach that. We'll deal with that on approach.
Hayden, can I just ask you, how do you, on my TradingView, I've got hours, minutes, blah, 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 but in the hours, I've got 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours. I don't have 6 hours. How do you get, is there a way of...
Yeah, click on this little, see this little arrow?
Oh, okay.
It'll give you all of them. Just put the star on the ones you want to have in the shortcuts.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Cool. Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Simon.
Good.
Alrighty, so we've also 30-minute candle. Sorry, this 15-minute candle closed nice and healthy and bullish. 1 hour candle for German is looking heck of a bullish candle. 30-minute candle is also looking bullish, so we don't really want to go against this guy. So it's creating a support. Oh man, don't leave the building already. Anyway, we've got, let's look at this. Now we've looked at areas on the left. Let's extend this one across. Now, what's our job? What's our job that we need to do now? In the 10 minutes, like that's something we can't really do. I couldn't have done this last night. I couldn't have done this even an hour ago. What do I need to do as part of my morning routine? Should I be looking at in this current time? What is that?
I was going to say get
timeframes.
coffee, but don't do that yet.
Coffee.
Not
Coffee's
yet,
later.
not yet.
Yeah, that's not it.
Don't get,
2 30-minute
coffee yet.
candles in 7:30 candles in the Euro session. Yeah,
Close.
perhaps.
What was the other answers? Something I meant to do right now.
Time frames.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this candle's given me an idea, like if I'm going to play percentage,
Direction.
this is giving me volume direction. Now, I don't want to oversimplify and say I have to always go this direction of this candle. You can see yesterday it didn't work. But from a probability point of view, this is the candle you want to follow for an initial push. But the only thing I can look at, we know if I'm thinking that there's a good chance that this candle is going to tell me what the next 30 minutes or hour direction is going to be, what it's kind of telling me is that I'm expecting a candle. Maybe I don't close bearish or bullish, but I'm expecting something with a top wick. I'm expecting something like with like a body, and I'm expecting like a wick. Now we don't know how high the top wick's going to go or how low the bottom wick's going to go, but my job is to try pick inside of this 30-minute candle. If we're going to get a move up with a bottom wick, how low is this bottom wick going to go? Where is it going to go here? Because I want to try get in, say somewhere along here. I want to anticipate this is the hour candle range. Might wick up and then reject, but I want to try pick the low to the high, wherever that's going to be, and make the meat of the move. That's what my job is now. But I can only do that now because when I look at this candle pushing bullish, I need to look at, was there liquidity left behind in this 30-minute candle for price to pull back to?
Yeah. In the 5-minute, there's a imbalance and there's a doji.
Yeah, so let's flag that straight away. So imbalance, doji, because now we can like, hold a second, get Epic Pen out. Zoom, you
what is that?
are fired. Okay, this. So if these are some little areas, let's have a look. 5-minute, Glenn is just doing like child lines on mine. That's better, rectangle. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do the rectangle, but you had the line, so you went.
I had the wrong line on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that zone.
terrible.
Let's check 10-minute.
Oh, that can go back further actually.
We've got Asian session stuff going on in here. We've got. I'm interested to see some of these if this just pushes up like that. 10, 5, 4. There's a little mini zone right here. I'm gonna keep my eye on the purple one. Okay. So just looking at these lines, you can see I've got all these little faint lines over here. That if I was going to do like the 30-minute candle. Oh, wait a second. Let me extend some of these out a little bit. Okay. So all these are little potential liquidities left behind. Plus we've got one, because the Europe low it actually started with a doji. Okay, so let's say, hey Ivan, how are you, mate? And George. If the 30-minute, the new 30-minute candle, if we're pushing bullish into this sensitive area and these areas, can we imagine that price is going to wick down to one of these, and can we visualize this kind of candle? Can we? That's what we're trying to do, trying to visualize the candle. Trying to visualize how high it can go. We know price will often break the high, come down, and then go up like that. That's a typical move. All right. So been getting some beautiful pushes like in this last 10 minutes, 15 minutes lately. Nice healthy candle. On my Pepperstone MT5, this candle is no wick. Is that the same as you guys? This one's no wick.
That one, 3.
No wick, not retested.
Yeah, mine's got no wick either.
Which is interesting because this is a resistance. So if this is a resistance, maybe this is the support.
These two.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
No, my gap is that one. It's right there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if we can do something. See if we can do something like that. Question is, how low will this one go? I'm really concerned with the disconnect between safe haven currencies and the indices. That's disturbing me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. One of them is lying. We can't be risk on and risk off in the same environment.
You mean gold pushing so hardcore?
Yeah, and some of these outflows that are going in some other of the asset classes.
Well, looking at the looking on the 30-minute, when you zoom right out between the two of them, we've basically pulled back to the same resistance on the indices and on gold. Like what? Not to the pipper, of course, but similar price action between the two.
Yeah, they've been correlated.
Fully recovered that big sell-off.
They've been correlated, which is strange. Very strange. Alrighty, 1 minute 10. I need to do better today than yesterday. The partner's not happy with me. She's a grumpy mummy at the moment.
Did you drop baby?
No, I didn't drop the baby, but I didn't because the baby's so reliant on her,
Yeah.
and I think she's not happy about it.
You've dropped something, mate.
I
She's not happy.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I know. I try to tell her, I could make some pips for you, and she's like, doesn't want me. She wants me to grow some boobs. So this is the objective for today, is to fund myself getting some breast implants.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Oh, goodness, man.
This is it. Okay. Drop. Drop into our zone. Drop. Targeting 15,560. Come on, don't just leave. I don't like it when it's doesn't give me a chance to get in. Let's check the 1 minutes. Left liquidity behind, which is good. Okay. This is the zone I was keen on. The purple one. Just need it to give us a little rejection. Little sign that price is holding. All right. Good. Now, if we can just... That's the first sign. Need a little doji, just need something to break the low, and I can get in for something like that. But I need this one. Thanks, Danny. This one close. Without breaking the low. Can't break the low. Okay. Bit of a stronger close than I wanted. No wick yet, so I'd like it to make a wick and then start pushing up, breaking its own high, and then I'll jump in. Because there is liquidity left behind still, so we need to make sure we're on the right side of the triangle. Come on. No, looking like it's... Let's consult the 3 minute. Not in it yet. I'm not in it yet. I'm gonna watch on both charts. So still not making that support just yet, so nothing to do yet. Okay. Just gotta wait for it to close. Come on, man. Okay, a little pullback now, and I'll jump into this one. Everyone's quiet.
Watching with anticipation.
Yeah. I might have
That was the one that we just bounced off, Hayde.
up here where. Okay.
No, the low of London.
Oh, the low.
We rejected off a monthly level that I had marked out on Oanda.
Yeah.
Rejected off its pivot point. Well, the R1.
Manny's in. Ivan took the buy off the 15 wick. It's coming back to pick up the kids. All right. I'm in as well. I'm in as well. Don't just rinse me. Probably should wait for it to show a little bit of a slowdown, but I just entered on it. Let's go. Come on. If it is rejecting off of here again, this is when I won't let this trade hurt my feelings, okay? Because we are trading into some heavy resistance. We need to get above the So looking at the 30-minute. So this was the liquidity candle. Yeah, you're right, L. That's the liquidity candle for the 30-minute. We've retested the open. Now we want it just to push north for us. Come on. Maybe it's time to get a coffee. So it goes. I'm in the trade.
No, because then it'll reverse.
Oh, it's coffee reversal, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hold tight.
Go get one in the morning.
Partial TP. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. What's going on? Manipulation.
Jesus.
Partial TP would be probably 1-to-1. Back because this is the little doji high. Oh, okay. If we're breaking this high now, I'll hold. I won't, because this will be 3-minute support being created in the base of this candle. Man, I don't like how it's hesitating so much though. Come on, just fighting for its life. Needs to close bullish. Is this higher than that? No, alright. Another little push and I'll break even it. Don't like how it's taken so long. Yeah. I'm gonna break even this trade. As in, sorry, I'm gonna move my stop up. When it's hesitating so much, I really don't want it to attack this low again. So it's risk free right now. Yeah, if you want to like secure it when it's, oh no, I would hold. I wouldn't. I'm not going to have a partial TP. I've already managed this trade now. As in, like I haven't taken anything, but I've reduced my risk on it. And if it's breaking these highs, I don't see any reason why we aren't going to go quite north. So I'd say partial TP would be this 15.565, about 30 odd pips, and then let the rest run. Just hopefully it doesn't stop me out. I don't like how it's just paused so much here. Ah, shoot. Okay. It broke me even. BE on open. Hi, Marion. Yeah, it got a little BE here. So it did push up about, it was close to 10 pips. Didn't quite even get 10 pips for me though. From the lows here, if you got like down here, you would have been sitting all right with nearly 20 pips at some stage. Still pretty confident it's going to go up. I just don't know if it's going to do a little lower grab into these ones, and I had a tight stop, so I didn't want to give it too much chance to take me out. But this is still holding this purple area, so let's see. It might give another opportunity. I'll remove that one though. That was break even. Because you're late, Marion, what I was talking about is this area up here is a really nice 4-hour and 6-hour resistance. And we had this nice little liquidity push with the second 30 minutes of the Frankfurt Open. London gave the pullback. We've actually created a support. So as long as we don't close under here, but the way that it's pushing like this, I would say that we've got so much actual liquidity left behind that I wouldn't be surprised. So I didn't want to give this one, I wasn't too aggressive on this one. Had me on the charts for a week. Oh, daughter got married. Congrats. Any good visitors? Yeah, all good. There's always a trade. There's always another trade. Yeah, I think that was a good move to have made that BE. If this one can close bullish, this 3-minute candle, I'll give this a second chance. because we've still got this candle here opened, and we saw how quickly that came down. So I reckon that this is left liquidity behind. Just need to wait to make sure that we're trading on this side of the triangle. So for that to happen, we need to have the manipulation, HCS, support created, whatever you want to call it. We need to have that happen in this area before we know that we've got a high probability of being on this side of the triangle. Hey, actually, yeah, Jim agreed, mate. That was, I marked all my zones, and then on the indicator, you can see like where, we'll go to 3 minutes. You can see like where I did my lines. You've got your indicators pointed that out. Same line that I had. If I go to the other time frames, it's pointed out all the things I was looking at, which is really nice. Really, really nice.
I only don't understand the this thing. How to use this thing?
Oh, this thing, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna leave it off for now till I decide, till I understood it as well. Okay. Only thing about this 3-minute candle is that it broke the low of this guy. One minute closed nice, but 1 minute's very weak. All right.
Break out of this flag. It's annoying me.
Hey, that was annoying. This part of it was annoying. It was all looking good until then.
Right. I've had this. And that nut.
So this is the area I thought it should come back to at least. On my, that was the no wick. So if it can come down and retest here again and create that resistance, then I will actually take it on the breakout to go back long. I don't want to waste all my bullets though in the first 20 minutes.
50-minute HCS about to form.
Yeah, on it.
Yeah, it could be a retest, Hayden.
Hmm. Come on. I think I might have to go for a late entry if it's closing above here to then say it's going to do that wick fill and then push up. I just don't want to be inside of this range. I know that's a super late entry, if it comes back down again, I don't like, I'd be happy to take a buy from here if this wick wasn't lower than this one. But because it was lower, I'm not convinced that we're not looking for more liquidity. If it is going to hold and we're leaving this range, then I'm happy for that upward momentum to be in, because this candle then will be showing like quite a long rejection wick. And then as it's starting to flip bullish, then I'd say we've got more upside. And then I could probably just, I'm capping my potential. Like I'm capping for like, I'm not going to go for home run, but I don't want to trade inside of this range now. All because of that. It's all because of this wick. Unless I get another rejection, and this is my first candle, so this would be anticipation if you're using this candle as the rejection. But I don't like how this candle negated the first one. As in, like, if this one here wasn't like this is almost exact opposite of this candle. Wicked higher, closed lower. This one wicked lower, closed higher. So for that reason, I don't trust either of these candles. Until we have another one wicking lower, respecting this low, closing bullish, then we can say, well, okay, 2 against 1. Maybe then we see some upside. But if this low is not held, then I'm still just, oh, there we go. Still not interested in any buys here. I'd rather wait for it to pull liquidity from somewhere lower.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got, this little line here.
Sorry, Hayden, I don't know how to remove that now. I forgot to delete it, sorry.
All good.
Annotate now comes up on the left hand side.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's like a little toolbox.
Yeah, no, I had to do it a couple of times. I thought I pressed the wrong button.
I can get used to the layout. I just can't get used to, for me drawing, when I do that and it puts this frame around it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't handle that one because what it does is means I can't like draw a second one right next to it straight away.
You gotta touch the screen, I think.
Yeah, I know, but it's an extra click.
Adds that extra step.
Yeah, it's just like if I'm trying to like do something like this, it's very annoying. All right, so I'm interested in this zone. I just need to have this momentum. Well, we've got Asian load here now.
That was a nice 15-minute wick field short.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to stay out of this whole area now. It had a chance. I would still look for buys above here, but now I'm looking for one of these areas to be taken first. I don't trust this euro low anymore.
That was wise.
Yeah.
Come on, get angry.
There's 5 minute left, no wick, which is great. So they're doing a sell to buy, I think.
No. If you look at the 30-minute now, we are negating the previous 30-minute.
That's just my pathway.
Oh, okay, okay.
See, yeah. It made it look like it's got a top wick.
Okay, we got New York high and that pull back in the Asian session down to 15,500.
Yeah.
And I literally had the high and I closed it out.
To go short.
I was
It
short,
made sense.
closed.
It made sense from a higher time frame resistance zone.
Yeah.
I had the box marked up from a 15-minute wick.
Yeah. 15-minute
15 years ago
resistance.
by the look of it.
retested resistance.
I was going to say, Hayden, put the 15 on. I'll show you my entry.
It's up the top corner.
There you go.
See how we got that fair value gap? So we've done manipulator up. We've hit the halfway mark of that 4-hour wick.
Yeah.
And then we started rejecting, and then the wick up filled the fair value gap. So that was my entry there when we filled the fair value gap.
You must have been on
the low of the candle.
You must have been on
the low of the candle.
this one. When this one?
Yeah, that was on the wick, on the next candle, the current candle.
Oh, this one.
When we when we hit that when we hit that wick, that was my entry, the retest of that resistance.
You must have been on mute when you gave the signal. We didn't hear it.
You were looking for longs. You were looking for longs. I saw the price action different.
Oh, good. Yeah, mate. Yeah, no, it was nice. Nice trade. Nice trade. Where's your target? See if we can pull back into these areas. I love this zone. This zone will be nice.
15,500.
Yeah, this is the area. Really,
I'm going a little bit.
really nice. 15,500, just here.
Oh, sorry, it's 92. I got it at 92.
The 50% of this candle, 30-minute wick.
I think you can target even lower. You can target even lower based upon 4 hour.
My candles look different, so I've got like support on the 15 minutes. That's why I've got that target there.
Hmm.
But it's nearly there, so I'm gonna go a little bit lower. Move it a little bit lower, and I might take 50 now.
Yeah, I'm
We're up
bummed.
100 pips.
Twice now. Twice in a row. No boob job for me today. All right, now I need to change my plan. No, I'm not going to change my plan. I need to make a new plan. All right. So I am gonna attempt a buy, but what I'm looking for, I've got a few targets for those buys to push back up to from, and then I'm going to, but I need to see price slow down first. But in this area, this Asian low, 30-minute liquidity wick, I can see that we get a correction. but I feel like there's a lot of volume coming from London that I'm not going for a full correction without securing some. How many monitors do I use? You can see my eyes moving around. I've got 4 up here, but I don't think it's necessary. It's only because I'm streaming. So the laptop screen, I've only got 2 monitors. The laptop screen is got all the stream software going. Then the other one has got the Zoom with the Discord, and then just like the chat box. And then this one that you can see is just got the TradingView on. And then I've got an old laptop which I've got the MetaTrader on. So I'd only be using 2 monitors with my laptop. If I was trading, you only need 1 screen really. 2 if you've got it in a community. 3 if you're streaming. Otherwise you'll get like, you see like many times I've streamed and I haven't been keeping my eye on the streaming software, and it's actually frozen. I didn't realize just because it wasn't there. So now I just have one up there all the time so I can see what's going on. $4K is the future now, isn't it? Did you secure here? You're looking for the mid of that wick. It reacted off the top, off the open.
Yeah, no, I've secured. I've taken 90, nearly 90% off now.
Mm-hmm.
US30 was the same setup. Actually, a little bit quicker, actually.
Mm-hmm.
US30 is a bit cleaner. It's more steady to move down. Slightly the opposite.
Okay. I still think it's going to have another little dig. Got dojis here. I don't see anything from price action. I've got to go 3 minute actually. Probably looking in 1 minute. I don't really want to take confirmations off the 1 minute today. Okay. Let's have a little. Oh, sorry. Actually, let me go back to that.
No. Push up and then getting sell opportunity.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If we get a clean buy, we can take it up to there. But with the way that the 4 hours looking, if we get in the resistance formed at 15,530, then that would make sense, wouldn't it? I have to time the coffee so we can get that buy into the sell. Any ideas, guys? What do you guys got your eyes on? Anything?
I'm
looking to the left.
Ivan, was that you going to say something? And Glenn?
Yeah, I'm looking for longs from big.
Ivan, were you going to say something?
Support, but I'm not too keen on it just yet.
Oh, someone unmuted, I thought.
No, it was me.
Jim.
I was looking at the 3 minute on the left. There's an inside doji on where a bit further down from where we are at the moment, 15,488.
Yeah, just here.
Kind of looking at that zone there because it's below two. It's below a no wick candle as well.
Mm-hmm.
On the 3 minute.
Yeah. Right in here.
Yeah. I meant to default that table on the indicator to not show because it's still in test. So
Okay, so it's version 2.1.
Yeah, I should have left it as defaulted not to show.
Where is it on the settings?
It's right at it's the first setting, right at the top.
Ah.
There you go. So,
All right.
Yeah, 5 minutes looking good.
Let's just reassess some things. Yeah, I really like this idea here. Let me check the 1 hour actually. Let's get rid of all analysis. Took out the doji and Asian. Could be forming a support from this hour candle.
The problem with that is we are rejecting from the higher time frame,
The 4 hour.
hour zone. Yes, so this may not work.
Because I thought we'd go a little bit higher.
No, we already retested 50%. If you mark the 50%,
Yeah, I've got that
even
on there.
on indicator also it's available now.
Oh, that's
Full
the
disclosure, I
50%.
bought.
Glenn's giving the signal.
I was
Double
tempted
bottom.
with that 5 minute.
Okay, be careful of
Even no weak candles on the way down.
careful of this one.
Or wait for the 5 minute close, then you can decide. If 5 minute able to close a few candle, then next candle can come back downside, retest, and then
Yeah.
push to the upside.
That's what I was thinking too, actually, because usually I would have triggered on that.
Hey Raj,
So
how
I'm
are you,
just
mate?
waiting.
Keep going, Danny. It's alright.
Oh no! I'm just waiting for the close. Probably more 15 minute for me. I'm watching EA at the same time.
Got your hands full there.
Most of the time they're opposite.
Yeah, all of this liquidity got taken.
Mm.
Five-minute closed, bullish, as a negation to the swept both sides. Hey Sonai, how are you? Price action does get tricky at times when you have like what we've had is we've had a nice run, a nice uptrend, a nice extended uptrend for all week. We can't keep on going up forever, and now we're getting to these like higher time frame like resistant areas. So right now we're getting this if you're looking at, people would say it would be like a rounding top, and this area can be a bit difficult. Same as when we're in a downtrend for an extended time and we're starting to get towards like a heavy support zone. When you're getting down to it, it can get choppy. Price action might not be as clean. So that's you're going to, no matter what you do, you're going to get areas where, and sometimes it's you can always feel either you're anticipating and you're seeing correctly and you're picking the move. Other eyes might be looking for something else, and when you don't get it, you're like, hang on a second, and you get that little, not self-doubt or anything, but you start getting you need to wait and see a bit more. You're not as confident in a particular move happening, and that will often be when you're approaching like, you know, uptrend into resistance, downtrend into support, higher time frame stuff. It's not as difficult when, say, you're approaching it and you get clean price action, like say here, and we can tell London's going to push up to that area to reject from. Those kind of moves are simple. But when we're so close to that area and you start getting those little rejections and you get the moves happening slightly before the open, that's when it gets a little, you're like, oh, damn it. You know, it's, for me anyway, it's harder to find the safe trade in this. I don't have real safe zones I can trade between. So like that, it made sense for it to do the pullback and then push. As soon as that failed, now I've got to reassess and then see like, is this one going to hold? But now what's happening is we're starting to get some bearish structure forming, and it's not then as easy to pick it unless you've got a really high quality zone. And I'm not going to lie, this is not a high quality zone for me. It's a 30-minute. We've got an Asian low here, which I like, but we've got a Asian liquidity candle, which is what this zone is. So to me, this is not a high quality area. I would rather this red area to look for some price action to then potentially go for a push up. But for me to get that push up, I need price to have come down in a certain way, having left liquidity, so that I've got a clear target in mind, and having the right price action down here for me to be able to take that trade. Does that make sense? So like now it's really just a wait and see game. This is not something that I could, my style, I can't comfortably set like limit orders or anything like that, because I need to see price action come down. I need to see price action hold, and then I can ascertain my targets. The way price is pushing down, if it hasn't actually pushed into these nice areas, I do like that area or this area for a resistance to then retest the low and just say London volume's trending down. Once we've made a low, 8 times out of 10, we should retest that low. Yeah, so there's left like a no wick, so I should come back to this. Now if we can just push down into this zone and then give you that rejection from somewhere in here, then you're potentially trading a 30 pip move, and that's fine. Potentially another 20 on top of that, so potentially 50 up to this top bit of London session so far.
hidden.
Yes, Amir.
Yeah, that new beams indicator.
Yep.
The pattern and alert. Whenever it's in that particular time frame, it turns yellow if it is happening. If you go in the 5 minute, it shows yellow. If you go in 5 minutes, at the moment it's showing yellow. No, 5 minute.
Oops. Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
it's yellow.
Yeah.
Because it's happening. It just happened here.
Ah.
Yeah, the alert comes up, but sometimes it doesn't switch off. So in a live capacity, if you've got an inside doji, while the inside doji is forming, it does come up yellow, but then afterwards, sometimes it doesn't come off yellow.
Right.
So that's why it's still in test. There's something else. But all of them are coming up correctly. So if you find one with HCS, it will show.
Mm-hmm. All right. So these are a couple of little ideas. Just waiting for the price action. I'm gonna grab a coffee while I'm doing this. Maybe that'll kickstart some things, huh? I'll be right back.
Jim, I think we talked about this pattern yesterday.
Yeah, I've done a bit of work on it. I'll add that in the next version.
Yeah. No worry.
The
And
that casinos sheet actually is quite interesting. I like that you sent me over.
Yeah, I got coffee now. Now we can go up. This is the coffee push. So if we can get, there could be something coming up very soon now. Let's let this candle close. We could potentially get it retesting the wick. Let it close with the doji, hopefully. Might give this one a little shot. Oh, I missed it. See if it breaks the high. If it breaks the high, I think it's good for at least 10 pips up here. Alright. Come on. Push. All the way up to here. Let's go. Everyone's quiet. Come on, guys. Wake up.
A lot of sell stops waiting there at 15,500.
Sell stops. What do you mean?
But when we were up above there, I reckon it would have had some sell stops ready, sitting there ready to go. And I don't know if all of them got filled. So I reckon that's what they're sweeping back to grab to push further down. Got it leveled down at the London high from yesterday is also the New York 50, so be a decent target to sell down to. I was just hoping to get up higher before it did that.
Well, I think if it pulls back and we're pushing under, if this one is about to close, I think I might give this a little go. Can keep my can keep this very low risk. I'll try to take an anticipation entry from down here. Only thing is it hasn't taken Asian low.
Mm.
But I don't mind how it's setting up here. And at least for a 15 pip move, maybe I have to be happy with that. At least 15 pips. Then potentially you can get all the way back up to here. Just wanted to sweep this low first.
Put it back on, please.
This would be an anticipation entry, low risk, because I'm only using like a 7 pip stop on this. If this 15-minute can close, then we'll be forming a support as well. 30-minute we'll be doing something similar. Not very convincing on the 30-minute. We're at the close of the hour. So I can do a partial wick fill for the hour. And then start to do the top wick for this hour candle. That's the idea. That's my idea anyway. So here's the new candle now. Hopefully it doesn't go without me. I think once it gets up to about here, this trade will be invalidated, because that was the move I wanted, at least to get my risk out. What's everyone's setup that you're running with at the moment? Are you guys just trading with like just a laptop, or trading with multiple screens? I've seen Glenn's desk. I can see a picture of GM above him.
Right now I have like a 12-inch Windows tablet.
Holy.
So I know I need to, and it's just had a memory issue and smart charts has shut down. So lovely.
There you go.
But once I trade enough, I think I'll be upgrading to a new laptop.
Mm-hmm. You can get little these cool little, for people that just are running with a laptop without. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but
Gym setup, nice.
There's actually any news.
Is it talking about those flip out screens?
Yeah, a Zeus tablet screen. You can actually,
yeah.
they're super light. You can actually put them. Maybe it's not a tablet screen.
I've been thinking about it. You can get ones that attach to the back of your laptop, and then they open up, and you've got 3 screens. You have one on each side of the laptop screen.
Oh yeah, it's the size of an iPad.
So I've been thinking about.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've been thinking about saving up for a 16-inch one, and then getting that and putting that on the back of it.
We're getting close here. I'll show you. I've got it on the side. I'll bring it up if people are thinking about it. But what you can do is, especially like cause when I travel, I'll take my laptop if I'm on if I'm going for a while, but I always miss my screen.
Yeah.
So I thought about getting one of these because my brother got one. Okay, hold on a second. If we can, I'm not going to enter straight away, not limit. I want to see just a little pop. Tim's saying laptop plus large screen. Oh yeah. So yeah, you need to have, I think if you've got a community, you need to have a second screen.
I think for my home setup, I'm going to get one of the 49-inch curved Samsung monitors.
Guys, I'm gonna enter on this.
I've got that. I've got the 222-inch off my laptop. I've got a little hub for my cords.
TP. I'm gonna secure it if it gets back up to here, so it can't hurt me, and then push up, and then hopefully get for the full target. Maron's just working with the laptop. Yeah, it's hard when you've got it watching community and trade at the same time. So if I'm working away, I'll have my charts, like my analysis, on one screen, and I'll literally just trade from my phone rather than having the terminal. It's a little bit of a pain, but it works. Deb's got laptop and desktop. About to buy another screen. Laptop. Alan's got a 32-inch monitor. Nice one. Sarah's got laptop 32 inches. Don't like trading on a small laptop. Yeah. I bought this cool desk. I'll show you what the desk, because the apartment's a little bit small that we've got. I'll show you the desk I bought.
Did you end up getting it, Hayden?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Last week was a good week, so I invested. Actually, he's got LG ultra wide. Nice one. Yeah, I've seen your screenshots. Some of them are super wide. Beautiful. All right, so we're running nicely up here over here. 10 pips now.
Mate, I run MacBook for my Zoom and Discord whenever I'm talking, and I've got, I don't know, some rebuilt HP PC with 3 monitors running off it.
Yeah, nice one.
A beautiful second-hand Chesterfield seat
I
now.
like your
Loving it.
seat, yeah.
Oh, it's a cracker.
Beautiful. All right, so secured. Let the rest run. So I had to wait. Far out, man. We got there.
Glenn, you just need to break out the cigars and the cognac, mate. You look the part. The
Mate,
Wolf of
I'm
Wall
waiting
Street.
for the day, my friend. Waiting for the day.
Alright,
Eddie's
I'll share
got
one.
4 32 inches. And 2. You got 6 screens, Eddie. No way.
Mate, Eddie's setup looks like something from the Matrix.
Yeah.
NASA.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah, he could land a moon launch off his setup.
I just got a hand me down from kids that do gaming. So I don't know, PC and it's
This is-
whirling colours in it.
This is Eddie's trading room.
Oh yeah.
Hearing these. Oh, it's hook.
All right. Well, we finally
I
got
held
there,
that
huh?
actually. I was in on the close of. I'll post it. Sorry, I haven't been posting at all lately.
Yeah, come on, Danny. I'm gonna kick you out.
I know. Sorry, I've been dropping the ball. I'm
Brett,
so
got your
tired.
first
I'm
winning
gonna
trade.
post it.
Congrats, Brett. Yeah, I mean that was nice. Like it was this one was it was slow. It was a slow 3-minute trade. So I think it gave us heaps of time for everyone to like get prepared on it. But see, like it was, man, it's pretty precise. Thought you had to wait a while. I mean, to be honest, we've been here for an hour and 40 minutes, and now it's like the day's done. Literally, the day is done. Beauty.
I wanted to get the top of that wick.
Yeah, the only thing it's got in its way right now is this right here. So when these no wick candles, obviously there was a lot of buy orders in that one that pushed price up, and they were like, you know, to be honest, they did a buy to sell. And then when we broke that level, we broke it hard. We didn't do well in this wick, in this specific wick. This was where the sell to buy took place, and then that was when the no wick candles when the bulk of the move happened. We retested the base of this wick, and now it's come up to where the no wick candle is. There, just like there would be leftover orders. That's why price comes back down to these no wick candles. Just like there's no wick, just like there's leftover orders because they wouldn't have all been filled. The same thing would apply, like the size of those orders, those buys. When you get back up to it, there would be the same sort of thing will happen with leftover, like this little pushback and then come back up. There'll be leftover sell close orders here. So you can often get, even once prices move past a candle with no wick, if it's a nice clean one with a nice break past it, treat that as another area that you can see a little reaction from.
That's
I
cool.
got
Thanks
in
for pointing that
on
out.
this really close there. Oh, geez, that's massive. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, good.
I don't like this new pen.
Yeah, and I didn't like it either. I've gone back to my Epic pen. Epic pen would be perfect if the rectangle I could do like you know these transparent boxes.
That's
Where was I? I was talking about? Oh, who took this one?
Sorry, man.
That's right. Who took this? Who took this spy?
Yep.
I added a position there
yeah. So
because I was already in, and then I added again there.
Cool.
Took a little boy.
Beautiful.
well done, Eddie.
YouTube guys, did anyone take a win? Put a W in the chat if you took it. Do I have any indicator on my MT5 Mo currently? No. Oh well, I've got the we've got a session indicator that is just about to be released. Just about to be released. And that will just have like all your sessions. We're working on liquidity indicators for MT5 because we're going to try like sort of automate this process a bit more. But currently MT5 is just simply just to put trades on and off. Anne got it, awesome. Tim got it, beautiful. Brett's got it, yeah, nice one. So be careful with this one. This stops at break even. Oh, underneath this doji. Go on, Mo.
I used to have on my MT4, but it's not an indicator, but it shows on the top left. It shows the spread, the timing of the remaining timing of the closing candle.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and just how many, if I'm in a trade, how many pips I'm up. Like it's just a couple of information that I love to see. I thought that you had it also on your MT5. So yeah.
I've had like pip counters and things that have done things like that, and countdown.
Yeah.
I haven't got it on this one at the moment, but I've got them sort of like in a little folder somewhere. A bunch of those little indicators. Because now that I use TradingView for like the analysis, I get all that information here.
Yeah.
Come on, break. Let's get the target. So this was the little screen that I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So it just plugs in by USB into your laptop. So you don't need to have like a power source and things. It's about the same size as an iPad, but it will use it as an extension. So that's really, really handy. I don't think they're too much. They're high def as well, which is really good. Yeah, pretty nice little thing. If you guys are really struggling, you don't want to like get a massive screen, but if you're only on one laptop, like especially if it's a small laptop, and you've only got like a small desk, or you're just trying to get a feel for like increasing your setup, I would recommend something like that. Because I think some of these screens as well, which is handy, is that some people might not have the motivation at home to sit down for too long, and maybe people like prefer to go get a coffee somewhere and just sit down and do a little bit of study, especially if you've got a nice climate. Like just go somewhere nice and watch a couple like education videos and then backtest at the same time. Or like if I say something, then go on your charts and have a look at it. But it's nice to have not having to flick between screens. Like I hate working on just one laptop, but this will be, gives you more flexibility in where you study. So that's not a bad idea.
I bought one of those a few days ago.
Oh, there we go.
But it was one from Amazon. It's a 4K 15.6 screen, and it was £199.
Oh, even cheaper than this one. Yeah,
I thought it was a proper bargain, and it's really, really good. Really good. I'll ping the link because I use it on the go with a gaming laptop as well. It's just really good.
Yeah.
I'll ping the link because it's worth having a look at if you are looking.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at with the slide out or fold out screens on each side.
All right, nice one. Yeah, monitors can be expensive, so second-hand ones, when people just finish with them, for the price that you can get them, you can get some really good ones for second-hand. I've got
crazy.
I've got two 27-inch monitors, and I wouldn't. I don't think I'd recommend. Well, me personally, I don't like getting, if it's bigger, I'd feel like I'm too close to the screen where I sit. So you make sure that when you're looking at it, size is not everything. Size is relative to your desk, I think. So like if I had a smaller desk, I would definitely get smaller screens than 27 inch because my eyes would just, you know, goes amount of time that you're here. Please look after your eyes. No point like learning how to trade and then can't see the screen anymore. Because we looked at getting when I've got a smaller desk, and then when I tried to like just because I don't need all this desk space, to be honest. Like I do have like the camera, I've got the laptop beside me, I've got like the magic keys, and this desk I had before wasn't as deep, so like I was a little bit closer to my screens, and man, within like 30 minutes I felt like I had to do this to look at the screens because I was just getting a headache straight away, and that was just couldn't do that long term. So I had to go back to my old desk, but now our couch is massive, so it's covering like my desk and the couch next to me is sort of squashed in me. So I invested in one of these. I bought this the other day. We're just about to hit target. Come on, just want to watch the hit target. That's target for me anyway, guys. Yeah. Closed. I'm gonna leave like a tiny thing on just to see if we get it. Otherwise, that's pretty much, that was everything. I think it was a nice simple trade, huh? Was anyone scared taking that?
Yeah, I was. I didn't take it. I don't know why. Now look back at it, and the 3 minute I should have. But yeah, I didn't.
So this is what I bought. Arrives in 5 weeks, I think. So like it sticks on the wall. It's gonna look a little weird because it hangs a little bit lower than a picture frame, but like when it folds away, it looks like that.
That's nice.
And when you open it, it's got everything there.
I have been looking for something like that to put 4 of them along the wall in the toy room for the boys for their school studies. There's just nowhere really here in Australia I found that doesn't.
Yeah, these guys ship worldwide. I've looked for ages. I did wonder if I should just get a white.
That'd be perfect in my little container home I want to build one day.
So this is the one I bought. I'll show you the one I bought. So I got the big one because I got because of the screen size. Drop top.
And they come with all the
mounting,
all the ports and everything.
Yeah, that was the cool thing. So you can customize it. So it's got the so you've got the frame that comes with the mounts for the monitors, and the ones like they'll come out, and you can actually turn your monitors on the side as well. So have one like vertical and one horizontal. You can pull them out and tilt as well. So it's full 360 extension monitors. You've got I'll do it so that's a bit easier to see, isn't it? So you've got this is two power sockets. So you got 4 all up here. And then I've added some extra things. So I've already got a dock, so I didn't need to put a dock, but you can put a dock in there that like connects all your monitors, and that will be your power source for your laptop if it charges by USB-C. I've already got a dock, so I'll just stick mine on there. then, but what I've also got is I added for the frame. I've done white. Power cable is UK, obviously. Oh wait, why can it's not showing me the? It's not giving me all the options that they had. Oh, that's a bit weird. Oh, okay. I guess once I go through and if I went through the whole, I've already done it, bought it, but like you've got other options that it hasn't told you, but I've added USB sockets inside of here as well. So there's a USB-C and just a regular USB port in there, because that will be what some things get powered by. You've got 4 sockets there, 4 sockets there. You've got a little cable underneath that will connect to the power point and charge this whole thing. So like when you've finished with it, you just close it, lock it. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big thing. It's like, oh, there we go. You can see it now. That's what I've added. These things. So I've got more power sockets here, and then behind it, this is what connects it. So you can just pull that cable away. So like when because I had my setup, and we had some friends come over, and their little 2-year-old was just like wanted to pull everything from like pull the cables behind my desk and stuff. I'm like, anyway. So the desk is holds 75 kilos, because that was what I was worried about, like on hanging, something that was hanging on the wall. But they assured that, you know, it's steady. The way that the hinges work is that they pull the weight from like really close to the wall, so you don't need to worry about like leaning on it too much. They've got a video of a guy backflipping off of it, so they said like, you know, it's well and truly steady enough. But the size is 140 by 63, so that's a little bit shorter than my current one, but because these laptops, the monitors will be mounted against the wall, I'm losing 20 centimeters because mine are just sitting on the desk. So it'll make the actual distance that my eyes are from the screens will be exactly the same. It's a little bit wider. I really wish this was like 120 or even 110. I think that would be perfect. 140, when you measure 140, that's a huge desk. Anyway,
how deep did you say? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. So from eyes from the monitor, you'll be 63 centimeters, which is exactly where I am right now. But pretty cool. Looking forward to it arriving. And then it comes with a picture frame. Like I've got not sure what I did. I think I've got a black and white tree on mine. But I'm thinking maybe I should have just gone white. Because I think when you look at it, that people were like, oh, you hung your picture a bit low. Because it's like not centered on the wall.
I was about to say to you, are you gonna try and hang it a little bit higher, or?
It's going to be the exact same height as what this is now. I do like my desk a little bit higher than other people. Other desks I've seen. I do find desks, because I'm tall, so I find some desks are a little bit short, and I want to have it a little bit raised, a little bit higher. But yeah.
A friend of mine had something similar to that, not quite as big as the one you've got, and he hung a world map blind above it. So when it's closed, you know, have you seen Sleepless in Seattle, where Tom Hanks pulls down a blind and it's got a world map? He's got that. Oh no, that's the world. Oh yeah, top right. No, that's fine. There you go. So he pulls this blind down, so it looks a little bit less weird. So he can use it with his kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So well, actually, that's a map of America, but
yeah. I mean,
you just hang like other pictures and stuff around it.
Yeah, I was gonna put shelves anyway above it, So there's going to be like one massive frame with a tree, and then we're going to do like just picture frames of the baby and stuff.
You'll have to show us it on video when you're
Of the baby of Maddie.
No, because like you can see, this is currently, if you can see the YouTube, like I've got, this is my screens. Oh, forget it. The cord's too small. Cord is too small. But yeah, I guess there'll be ways to like try to disguise it a bit, because it will look a little weird, but the wall's bare at the moment, so I thought that would be a pretty cool for a desk, something you can just completely fold away. Smart to maximize the space we have.
You could put your photo of Greg Morgan on it, mate.
That's your photo, mate. You have to send it over.
That candle's done a nice clean candle feel.
Yeah, I mean, look at the hour now. The hour was...
I knew it was going to. That's my perfect reversal pattern, especially on 30.
Oh.
I tapped out. All good.
It just came deeper for the liquidity. Bloody bastard. Anyway.
Yeah, that retrace was a nice double bottle. Actually, it's head and shoulders if you look at it on the 1 minute. But yeah, that retest on the right shoulder is beautiful.
Yeah, I think the main thing we're gonna...
30-minute candle.
One thing that's been confirmed is buyers and sellers. We're all happy, aren't we? Generally, every day you get a... Doesn't matter your bias, to be honest. I keep on saying that. It really... Usually your bias doesn't matter. What matters is if you change your bias. If you flip constantly by what price is doing, you're always going to be one step behind. That's what matters.
But that's nice price action on the 15-minute. Eddie, you got both sides of that triangle, didn't you?
You're greedy, Eddie.
Not greedy, mate. Just read it right.
Well done. No, I'm going to save my other bullets for New York.
Yeah, baby.
We did well, I think. Eventually, we had to wait for it, but
mate, that disc is a cracker. I'm just having a good look at that. That's an absolute terror.
Yeah. There's some really cool ones that are out there. We had another perfect...
I think once I trade enough and I've earned enough, I'm going to have to order 5.
Yeah, for the kids as well.
4 for the boys and 1 for me.
A good joiner, it wouldn't be hard to make.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It costs a lot. Like, it was over $2,000.
I might have to make them.
Yeah.
What are they worth?
That one, it cost me in Aussie dollars. It cost me like 2,100.
Holy moly!
Yeah. So I was like, I thought
we can slap them up, Glenn.
Get on it, Eddie.
A bit of 4-ply and a piano hinge, mate, and away you go.
Couple $100, I could make that.
I put it off. I was just like, I don't need to spend that much. I could probably... We've been spending a lot with the house and everything, and like all of Maddie's stuff, and I thought we could I'd rather put that... I was thinking I'd rather get a desk for half of that, and then we're already like starting to like... you can save in the UK. You can put away 20,000 in a individual savings account each year, tax free. So we've got like, setting that up for now that Maddie's born, is that where you can do that with a child as well. So I can just, it goes into a trust. So it's completely, I can never get it back unless, obviously it's hard to get back. Once it's gone, it's there and it will just start to accrue, but it's a way to like reduce your tax as well, but in a nice way of saving. So I thought I could just put 2,000 straight to Maddie for that. But last week it was good, so I was like, if I gave myself a little target, it's like, if I do this on this day, this will be the desk day.
I was going to say, mate, it's just one extra, just that second entry. Second low risk entry.
It's just let it run a little bit longer. So there were a few other really good ones. So like compact S, compact space saving S. The other option was one like this, which was, it's just the wall behind me has like between the mirrors you've got like this column, and this would have been perfect. The review wasn't very good for this one, but something like this, not this specific one. Where's Epic Pen gone?
There's a slight different price tag point.
Yeah, the one I was looking at was about £150, like $300. But it's like a little bookcase, and this folds up into it, and like this will be a blackboard here. And if I was a little bit closer to my other wall, I would just mount my monitors directly on the wall, and then just pull this desk down, and then set my laptop up, and then watch the monitors. But the distance between here and where I'd need to be is too far, so I thought about getting like a floor stand. But then I was just like, oh, it's just now, like once it's all folded away, I've got a random chair sitting here. I've got a floor stand of monitors. I was like, I might as well just like have something that completely locks away, folds away, and really open up the living room rather than have like just for the sake of like, you know, money's useless at the end of the day. You might as well use it for good things.
The tax write-off anyway, big dog.
It is a tax write-off, yes, right. Cool.
Is that key lockable?
Yeah, it is.
Is that what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, lock it away.
Hayden, do you want me to spend a couple of minutes just showing the changes, the main changes I did on that indicator?
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Mate, that's an absolute cracker. The more I look at that.
Yeah, you see it and you're like, I want that. And then you try to find like something like that's you try to find something that is similar without like, you know, half the price, but then I think you're as long as it's, the only thing that I'm concerned is it's going to weigh a lot. It's like 50 kilos. I just don't want it to arrive and be like, oh, it's shit quality.
Yeah.
So they give you like I'll just send it off back if it's no good. All right, catch you, Gary. Thanks for being here, mate.
Are you getting the one with like the straps on the side, or just with nothing, no obstruction on it?
Straps on the side. What do you mean?
Some of these models have gas struts on the side, which look like they're stays. They sort of support it a little bit more, or they slow it down. I think they're the cheaper ones, but actually,
is that the light? The 20 the Duo
Quite
light.
one, yeah. It's half the price, yeah.
The Duo light looked that was ideal size, but then it didn't have you got to assemble it when it arrives, and I don't think it has the power points inside it. But the size wise was much better for me. It was a shame because I really wanted that. I wanted that one, but it didn't have a lot of the powering the setup was a big thing that I had to look at.
No, I love that. That's an absolute cracker. I'm spewing. I didn't think of it.
All right, just a few little scalps on Dow. Voila. All right, Jim, you ready, mate?
Yeah.
You can take it away.
Let's just use this one for example. If you remove the indicator and put it back on again, I think this table works fine now.
Okay.
I had a couple of lines which I think sorted it out.
Beautiful.
So if at any time any of those so these colors are actually showing the background colors here.
Oh,
so
I see.
Doji is this one here. 3AFU is this one. And you can change those colors in the setting anyway, but it just shows those colors in case you're not
Yeah.
Can't remember which one's which. So it's got HCS here at the moment. If it was weak, it would just show a yellow under the HCS at the bottom, but it's a strong one, which means the second one's an FU.
Nice.
And there were a load of dotted lines which distinguished a strong HCS and a weak HCS. So I've just changed them now to just slightly lighter. This one's a weaker one. This one's a stronger one.
Okay.
So I think it looks a little tidier. And I've taken a load of things off from when you actually add the indicator so it doesn't look so busy. So for example here, if I added in, if you want to see the breaks of HCS, it'll add the break. You can put that break line in there.
I see.
And then you can put in obviously the boxes as well, which takes the HCS from here to here and extends it past the break point by a couple of bars.
Mm-hmm.
So so there's that's been done. You just take those off. I think you've seen this liquidity thing, but let me just explain how it works. So if you've got, let me just find a no wick candle if we can. Actually, no, I can just go back. That's fine. Okay, so if I just replay to here. So this is showing as a liquidity line here, but only because in the settings under liquidity, it looks at how many bars have been left. That liquid has been not untouched for X number of bars
without being retested.
Yeah, exactly. So it says after 5 it will show. So if I move this back to here, it won't show.
Yeah.
It'll still show that it's a doji or whatever, you know, but it won't show. So if I go forward, then it'll start showing here. So this one doesn't show at the moment, but if I move forward 5 bars, it'll show. And what that does is it just tidies up things like here, for example. So that could not show here. Well, that would show, but it's been taken anyway. So you don't want too many lines all over the place. So I've done that, and it shows at the top of dojis, and it shows at the top of no wick candles. And just so that, well, we were on gold yesterday on the 15-minute, weren't we? I know that. The gold. No, anyway, let's leave it on this. So on the settings, you now have where there's liquidity left. Obviously, there's a doji liquidity as well, so you can set the strength of how tight you want the doji's definition to be, purely for the left liquidity.
Mm-hmm.
And then on HCS, you can again, just for HCS, you can decide how strong you want the doji strength as well. And then separately, down the bottom here, for inside dojis, you can set the strength. So yesterday, I think actually pointed out, was it, I can't remember if it was a 15-minute or 3 minute.
15-minute GE40.
It was 15, yeah.
Yeah.
It was German, right, okay. You can kind of have this a little bit weaker for an inside doji. So I think if we set it to 2.5, then it shows a lot more of the of those without affecting HCS and those liquid.
Good one.
So so you'll get a lot more. So when you're looking back, you can see this one probably wouldn't have shown as an inside doji previously. In fact, if I change this up to 5 again, it will disappear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good that you pulled that apart, so it's
Yeah, so that's not showing, but I think that should probably be set to 2.5 because it works all right in German yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it shows a lot more of them. Yeah, so this tabletop right does work now. Should be fine.
Yeah, if you go back to GE40, is it showing strong? Or is it gone now?
Yeah, it would have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing on there. Let's just have a look at any of the others.
On the go 3 minute.
There's a negation here on gold on 5.
Go back to German. Go 3 minute.
Yep. 3 is bottom left.
Yeah, okay, so it's gone now.
Yeah.
Because we just broke the high.
Yeah, I've put a few other lines of code in. It should actually be all right now. But it's just a visual thing. Obviously, you can remove it if you don't want it. Just a visual thing, but it does. The reasonable thing about it is as it's generating, as the candle's forming, it switches on and off. So it's kind of alerting you that it is or it isn't as that candle's, doing what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, for example, if that closes above here, that'll disappear, the negation. If it closes above that, the high of the previous bar.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, actually. All the other changes are relatively small.
Yeah, it was just like out of the box what was defaulted off and on, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think there's a few color changes. So everything that's engulfing is one color. Everything that's HCS is blue. So it's a different color. And the settings section is vastly improved as well. So you can actually, things are side by side now. So it's much easier to see the sections.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I don't think it probably warrants doing an update. Well, I think in a couple of versions time, maybe doing an updated video on the whole thing again. But I think the people who've got it now know what it does anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Love your work. So on it, it's amazing.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, no worries.
It's amazing how these little projects just grow and grow and grow, and like all of a sudden, people were like, "How did you build something like this? It's so complex." And it's just like, it's an addition, a slow addition of everything.
Anyway, yeah, all right.
Next thing, Jim will be building the A's for us all.
Yeah, mate.
If I was as good at entering trades as I was at putting that thing together, I'd be happy.
I think that to myself every day.
Hey there.
Yeah, mate.
I wait to grab a coffee. I don't know. Did you explain a little bit more the entry that you took and the information about it, or not?
No, I think it was fairly straightforward. As in, it came down to our zone, the 30. It was the 30-minute support.
Yeah.
Liquidity candle. Price came down. Further, it came down to the area. It clustered around here a little bit, and then it had that hesitation that we'd like to see. Where's a pen? So,
because when you said who took the entry and who did not, I kind of put this question in my head. Let me annotate. So this is by far by definition, this is an anticipation entry, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So a confirmation entry will be on the open of the next candle or the break of this doji.
It could be either. It's just like there's like you've got cowboy, and then you've got anticipation, and you can sort of have like cowboy anticipation. Like a full cowboy is just as soon as it hits here first time, I just take it. A cowboy anticipation would be I want to trade on this candle. Or the first candles, but I'm anticipating that that price is going to push up. I just need to be mentally prepared that if I'm taking a cowboy anticipation, that I might get caught in the washing machine cycle where it like push pulls,
Yeah.
Anticipation entry would be waiting for this candle to form bullish rejection, given a nice wick. Now we don't want that low to be taken out. Now what we want is this wick to be retested, and we want to see price take time to gather liquidity between candle 1 and candle 2, which is what these 4 candles did. And if they're preferably, we want to see top wicks and bottom wicks on these candles, and then once we're breaking the low of the candle to the left or one of the candles to the left, we're anticipating that it's going to close as a rejection as long as it's rejecting off of this wick. So best anticipation would be getting in. Basically, like I execute on, because it moves slow, so my execution on this one was pinpoint. I basically got exactly where I wanted to be. if I was a little bit unsure and I wanted to just confirm just a little bit more, like I don't want to take, I feel like the anticipation entries are scary to take because everything's looking like it's going down. The confirmation would be saying, I need this one to at least close bullish with a rejection. And that rejection means needs to close back above that low. If I want to wait for a confirmation, now I'm confirmed that I've had a rejection wick. So I could enter as soon as this candle closes, or when this one opens. Obviously, we've got a little gap there. That gap kind of confirmed. I was like, "Ooh, that's really nice that it gapped up." If I want to take a late confirmation, we would preferably see a little bit of a bottom wick, and then as it's breaking higher, knowing that if I've got a true support double rejection, this is the resistance, and then it should at least go to the next zone. Next zone was here, so that's your easy trading range. If you're waiting for the break of the high, you're just like it could have always rejected off of here, and that means if you are waiting for a late confirmation, your risk reward is kind of capped if it does reject. If it keeps on going up, beautiful, it doesn't matter, but you need to just be prepared that we might only get, like, you likely will get a lovely push, but in this case there's only 5 pips. So now it's starting to get, if you're confident it's going to keep on going up, take it. But a late confirmation, I'd rather you. I think that there's reward in getting earlier. That the risk reward means, like, you're probably right on the trade, but because of where you get in makes it difficult for you to make this a profit, because this is the correct move, but it might just be so limited in space that it can go up and then reject from here, and all of a sudden now you're in an awkward position of what you do with this trade, because you're in drawdown but in a good position. But now you're thinking, it's really makes it difficult to manage the trade. Because this is a good trade. This was the perfect trade.
Yeah.
Except for, like, capping it here. The runner is still going, but it's not really worth anything now.
For the late entries, like, besides anything with it's either the close, the open, the break, they have all the same stop loss. All the stop loss needs to be, like, from the initial position, right?
Yeah, under here.
Yeah.
So risk reward is limited then.
Yeah, it's kind of unrational to put the stop loss below this doji.
I'd call it an aggressive stop loss. So it depends again on how confident you are with the move. That you can have an aggressive stop loss and try and maintain that risk reward, but just be mentally prepared that with an aggressive stop loss, your chances are getting stopped out are higher, because now you're putting your how many times we see price do like a third retest, and then that third retest can very easily happen, and it could just take your liquidity without actually breaking the low, but breaking this one's low.
Yeah.
And that's just the danger. So it's an aggressive stop loss, increases your probability of getting stopped out, but it also, the times you are right, you do actually recoup some of that risk reward that you've lost by waiting for those extra confirmations. So there's pros and cons to all of them.
Yeah.
It's just about getting comfortable and practice enough with it so you know your options without having to go back constantly through your notes and think, okay, in this situation I can do this. But the more you practice it, you start thinking, okay, well, if this does it now, then my new option is going to be this, and you can start to be a bit more fluid with the price movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions with that? All Gucci? Cool.
That was the crack.
Good session, guys. Good session. We had to wait, but
Yeah.
it was a good session. Really good session. So, hope you guys enjoyed. What I'll do is close the Zoom and then, close the YouTube and then Zoom people. Just hang tight. Okay. All right. Thanks, YouTube. See you tomorrow.